The journey and the prize and the hardest thing to do is to get to that game.
That's right.
There's 1,000 people that would have loved to be sitting in this seat. We're going to need some grace early on, but I promise you.
Yes, sir.
I promise you we're going to give all we got. By the end of the year, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's no place like this place.
Yeah.
16, the kids were really hungry and they could feel that we were fixing to get back started. 17 was really easy. They had to go. So best team in Mississippi history potentially, by the way. 18, we're not supposed to be any good. Those kids were mad. Those kids took it personal. Very similar to the set that we got right now.
Yeah.
19, they just felt it. We felt like nobody could beat us. That's
Yes,
over.
sir.
He's the head coach at Starkville. I'm the head coach at West Point. That's good. It's the way it's going to be moving forward. Everybody got it.
You're right.
Yeah. Go ahead and call anybody you want to. Try to get to play. Nobody wants to play.
Sir.
0 takers in the state of Mississippi.
Wow.
They got a movie made out of you guys. How are you not wanting to play us? In a movie, Friday Night Lights. He goes, Coach, have you Googled you? So I said, so I was on the phone, so I Googled us. I said, never mind, I wouldn't play us.
It's worth the listen. The conversation be hitting business leaders, athletes, and coaches, preachers, and politicians. So pull up, sit up, and everybody pay attention. Cause this conversation, yeah, it's gonna be worth the listen.
Every person has a story you've heard, and another one you haven't. The social media, the headlines, the news, they all tell one side of the story. But there's always another side waiting to be told. Welcome to Worth the Listen. I'm your host, Alex Jackson. Today, we are sitting with the man whose name has become synonymous with the championship tradition of West Point Green Wave football. For years, he have helped build one of Mississippi's premier football programs as an assistant coach, playing a key role in multiple state championship seasons while mentoring countless men on and off the field. Now he's leading that storied program as its head football coach, carrying forward a legacy of excellence while writing the next chapter for the Green Wave. Today we'll talk football, we'll talk leadership, we'll talk legacy, and the responsibility of leading one of the most respected programs in the state of Mississippi. Please join me in welcoming the head football coach of the 13-time state champions West Point Green Wave, Coach Roger Burton. How you doing, Coach?
Good. Thank you for having me. Alex. It's an honor to be on this and to be on the,
Yes, sir.
On this podcast and everything else and on this. And it was a privilege when you text me and asked me, man, I couldn't reply fast enough to be able to help you and, this platform that you got going.
Yes,
it's
sir.
phenomenal. I think this is a great thing that you're doing, giving exposure to our programs and our local sports programs and
Yes,
our school and our school system. You've always been a phenomenal parent, phenomenal pillar of our community.
Yes, sir.
Faithful man, Christian man, former police officer, all those different things,
Yes,
man. And, privileged to be on here. Thank you for having me.
Man, I thank you for accepting the invitation and just coming to sit down and chat with us for a little while.
Well, it's my honor, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've been knowing each other quite a while, and you've been here quite a while.
Yeah. And, tell people all the time, West Point's my home, man. I really enjoy it. This is a phenomenal place to live.
Yes, sir.
Great place to live.
So are you originally from West Point?
No, I'm originally from Caledonia, Mississippi.
Okay, gotcha.
And I grew up over there. And my parents my dad has passed away. My mother, she's relocated and lives in Mobile now.
Okay.
So, I don't have, my family ties are now here. My wife is originally from Oxford. So,
Gotcha.
her mother lives in Lafayette County, out in the county now and stuff.
Okay.
And so forth. And, all my children went to school here and graduated from here. And,
Yes,
my
sir.
daughter's going to be a senior. I had 2 other children that were technically stepkids of mine, but they were mine. They lived
That's
with us.
right.
They went
Yes,
to
sir.
school here. They graduated in 2016. Tyler and Maggie, my daughter, she graduated in 2020. Unfortunately, she had a COVID graduation
Yeah.
in 2020. And then my baby girl, Ava Grace, is a senior coming up this year.
Okay.
So her and this senior class that I got coming in this year, they're all special to me. So it gets to be magical year for her or whatever.
Right.
You know, everything's magical right now. But
That's what I'm about to say. It's a big year for the family right now.
Yeah, it's big. Everything's magical right now. You know, nobody lost the game yet. But
Yes, sir.
they're coming. But when they come, we're going to battle back. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not worried about that.
I believe it. I believe it. You've helped us, you know, tremendously throughout the years in the role that you play, you know, and helped to grow this program to what it is. And so we're going to get into some football talk. But before we talk football, I just want to give you an opportunity to let the people know who is Roger Burton outside of football, outside of coach, you know, outside of the headset. When you take the headset off and you go home, who is Roger Burton?
Well, you know, I try to live honestly. I try to be an honest man, hardworking man, loyal, faithful to my church, faithful to my family, loyal to my friends, loyal to my coworkers. You know, I love spending time with my family. My wife's my best friend. I love her to death. My wife, Sarah. She's a retired school teacher from the West Point Consolidated School District.
Okay.
She now runs First Baptist Early Child Care.
Okay.
And runs the daycare for them, First Baptist Early Child Care Ministry. So that's kind of a call in there.
Yes, sir.
That we've accepted in our family, you know, and you know, we're members of First Baptist Church here in West Point. Outside of being here, you know, I'm kind of at church, you know, doing stuff. You know, I like to go to the country club every now and then, maybe play a little golf, maybe do a little swimming at West Point Country Club. But outside of that, I really don't do nothing other than work and spend time at home with my family and work in my yard from time to time. Do a little bit of that, but, you know, just honest and hardworking and loyal, you know.
Gotcha.
It's real simple, you know. There's something I live by. I read it going through some devotions and stuff.
Right.
And it was just talking about a man that tries to lie to himself.
Yeah.
It becomes complex.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was doing a Baptist devotional one morning, and it was like, you know, lies are complex, but truths are really simple.
That's right.
Think about that.
That's right.
You know, truth's really simple.
It's what it is.
A lie is complex.
Yeah.
And, you know, I kind of said, man, that's really deep. The more I thought about it, and I've kind of tried to live by that, you know, or work with that the last 3 or 4 years. So it's just kind of something that I started just making, and it kind of stuck with me. You know? So anyway.
I got you. Yeah. I got you, man. So when did you, you know, first realize that coaching was something beyond just a habit or beyond just something you enjoyed doing, but you looked at it more as this is what I'm called to do. I'm called to be a coach.
I love football.
Yes, sir.
I love competition and the art that football comes with. It was just something that I always enjoyed. I enjoyed playing it growing up. I enjoyed playing it, you know, I played a couple of years in college.
Right.
And it got to that point where I was tired of playing, and I said, man, but I really can't see myself living without it, you know, doing a job without it. And, you know, so I stayed in it, and I started just, you know, like volunteer coaching when I was finishing school.
Yeah.
Volunteer coach. I finished school at Ole Miss, and volunteer coach at Oxford High School. Got as a paid coach there. Coached at Oxford my first 4 or 5 years when I started coaching, and, you know, and Coach Chambliss coached me in high school, so and then when he got the job here, he reached out to me, and that's how my whole circle led here. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a big joke we would have with the players. A lot was who coached who in high school.
Right.
We probably asked Red out in the hallway, and everybody said, "Oh, you coached him." They thought I was like some older guy that he had brought on to kind of because I always looked so much older. Like some older guy brought on just to kind of help him out and be like a helper to him. But he actually coached me in high school. And at Caledonia. And, you know, we've always had a great relationship because of that. But I couldn't see myself doing anything else. And then when I got into it, I realized, man, this is awesome. Like, it's really like the biggest thing you asked about a calling. And that's really what it is, man. It's a calling.
Yes, sir.
You have to be. You're on call 24/7. You have to love these kids, and you got to tell these kids how much you love them, and you got to mean that.
Yeah.
Because they will run through a wall for you. And they know when you're being truthful.
That's
and
right.
They know how much you care, and they know that you really love them or not. If you don't, because anytime I've ever reamed one out or got on somebody's rear end, practice good, or got in their tail, whatever, I've always gone in the locker room, put my arm around, love them, whatever you do. I've always been tough on them or whatever.
Awesome.
Keeping that discipline aspect, but I always put my arm around them.
That's
The
right.
reason why I do that is because I love you.
That's right.
And they know it. And then you tell them you care about them. When they do good, tell them they did good.
Yeah.
Tell them you're doing a good job. Man, that's good. You're doing really good. I'm so proud of you.
Right.
And it becomes a calling. Everybody wants to talk about the X's and O's and the schemes and draw up a play. And, the worst job to have is not my job.
Yeah.
The worst job to have is to be the offensive coordinator. Everybody thinks they call an offensive play. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
And with that in mind, it's not nothing about that. It's all about how you do it.
Yeah.
It's all about the process that comes with it.
It's the process.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. I love that. I didn't know that Coach Cham.
Yeah, you see, you
Coach
learned
you,
something.
man.
Yeah, so now you learned something.
Hey, he coached me too back in the day,
Yeah, see?
so we got something in common there.
There you go.
So, speaking of Coach Cham now, we're gonna go aside from him, all right? So, putting him to the side, tell us about a coach who kind of helped shape your ideology or helped shape your the way you lead, the way you coach, and gave you your coaching style.
Every assistant coach that we've ever had here
Yeah.
that I worked with, I'm not going to name them all
Mm-hmm.
because I'd leave them out. I'd leave it. It's everyone that's ever been on staff here with us that's come, gone, whatever.
Yes,
they
sir.
all have been a phenomenal job and been an inspiration to me.
That's awesome.
And that's kind of where I draw it. The staff that we got now is phenomenal. I love our staff.
And
It's
you got a lot of them that's been here a while,
That's
right?
right. Yeah,
Yes,
Coach
sir.
Heron, Coach Freeman, both coordinators. Coach Quan Brand has been with us for a while. We brought him on in 2018.
Yes, sir.
I mean, and then Noah Lawson's been here for a while. Jaden Craven, Justin Wooten, Boone Larry, Steve Cannon. Cannot go without
Yeah.
talking about Steve Cannon.
Yes, sir.
And how important he is.
builds
to
them
what
up,
we do. Yes.
from the young age.
Yeah, Cody Allen, who's been with us for a while, doing ninth grade and assistant offensive line, going to be in charge of offensive line this
Okay.
year. He does a phenomenal job. Justin Larry, Jacoby McQuiller, two new hires that I'm really excited about. Young men that do a really good job that show kids that they can relate to kids because they're 23, 24, 25 years old.
Right.
And they can see, but kids can see a man that's 5 years away from where they're going to be, 6, 7 years away from they're going to be, see how they carry themselves and how they conduct themselves as professionals.
Yeah.
Come to work, teachers,
That's right.
role models, things of that nature. So I'm excited about our staff, but all the coaches that we've ever had, and I would be remiss without mentioning all the administration here at West Point, man.
Yes, sir.
All the different principals and superintendents from Dr. Taylor to
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
McDonald to Randy Hamlin, Steve Montgomery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, Steve
So
Montgomery.
you're going way back.
Yeah, Steve Montgomery, old coaches, Dennis Allen was the one that kind of
Yes,
got this
sir.
going back
Yes,
started,
sir.
and Chris piggybacked on it. Principals, Coach Pickens, who's now an assistant superintendent, Dr. Shannon.
Yeah.
Dr. Taylor was one of the principals.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Cousins, who's now administrator of Chickasaw County. Mr. Gentry, Coach
Yes,
Cox, current people that we have here. All these people are an inspiration to what we're trying to get accomplished here because they all let us accomplish our vision and they understand what we're doing. They understand. They come and watch and observe and they come down here and they see, man, these guys really do love these kids. Man, these guys really do work hard. Man, these guys are serious about this. Like, we're not down here just rolling the ball out.
That's right.
Like, we're really trying to do our best to mentor and change lives and teach the kids how to, try to improve them.
Right.
So
Absolutely. Yes, sir. So let's kind of get into the football of it, You came to West Point 08. You told me that you kind of came around 07, but
I came in the
officially
spring of
started 08.
07, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. And so 08 being your first official year with the Green Wave, and you stayed with the Green Wave for a couple of years, few years, that first stint. You helped us to win 2 championships in your first stint. So talk about that right there and what made it so special about those seasons where we went back to back.
Man, start with 08, man. I thought, we just moved here. I just had a baby that's going to be a senior, and I thought we was going to get run out of town. We lost in the first round. We got beat by Lafayette 13-0 in the first round.
Man.
Chris was all word, man. We were worried to death. And then it just something that's clicked in 2009. Justin Cox came on as a quarterback in 2009 and 2010. I can close my eyes, man. I can remember
Listen up, Green Wave fans. This is your chance to score a free Ain't No Coach Like the One I Got t-shirt featuring the coach of your choice. That's right, Coach Howard, the new boys basketball coach, Coach Burton, the new football coach, and Coach Tez, the girls basketball coach. The choice is yours. Here's how to enter. First, head over to the Worth the Listen YouTube channel. Second, subscribe. Then, look to see what subscriber number you are. Whether you're subscriber number 117, 364, or 592. Comment that subscriber number in the comments of this video. That's it. You're officially entered to win. One lucky winner will receive the coach and shirt color of their choice, absolutely free. So don't wait. Hit that subscribe button. Drop your subscriber number in the comments, and you could be rocking your favorite coach's shirt before the next big game. Subscribe, comment, win. This giveaway is brought to you by Worth the Listen, Otherworldly Films LLC, and Leah's Custom Closet.
The smell of those games, being on the sideline, I can remember
man.
all the visuals of of those two games.
Yes, sir.
Those games were super, super special.
Yes, sir.
You know, and it was an honor to be here. And, you know, there were some special players and special coaches in that group of coaches. Several of the coaches that were here for a long time that, you know, have kind of slowly transitioned out. You know?
Right.
And, you know, Coach Grisham and Coach Welch and Coach Morgan and myself, we all coached the offense in that group. And Coach Grisham was a phenomenal offensive coordinator. Coach Morgan, who later became the head coach here, and Coach Welch, who was the O-line coach here after I left. I did O-line. He did running backs. We all created and formed a super bond.
Right.
We were extremely tight, along with Chris and the defensive staff, Coach Pickens and Coach Ricky Melton.
Yes, sir.
And some of those guys, and Flazell Wilson. We were just a close group. You know, so.
Man, you naming some names, man.
Well, I don't want
you
anybody
giving me
to watch.
flashbacks here, man.
I don't want anybody to watch and they be left out. But man, it was just a great.
Yes, sir.
It was a great time as a family.
Yeah,
we were a family. We were really close.
Yes, sir. Man, shout out to Coach Grisham, Coach Wilson, man. Like all those you just start naming off, man. I remember those days. I graduated 07, so you know a lot of those were still here when I was here. You know, so after which, now was that your first championship?
That was. I actually coached in the state championship at Oxford in 2003, my very first year coaching. So I've coached everywhere I've ever coached besides the stints that we're fixed to move into next at 11 and 12. I coached in the state championship with the team I was coaching at.
Gotcha.
So I kind of saw. I've seen the multiple different ways to skin the deer. I've seen the different ways to get it done.
I got you.
And that was part of the, you know, so that's some building right there. So I understood. I've seen it go multiple different ways.
Gotcha. So yeah, you mentioned it. After those back-to-back championships, you left the Green Wave and you went to Simmons High School, right? What brought about that decision? Now you on this high mountain. We just won 2 back-to-back championships, and I imagine life is good at that point. What brought about that change that you wanted to see? But you did leave as a head coach, so I would give you that.
30-year-old pride.
I got you.
Thought I knew it all. Thought I had it figured out.
Yeah.
You know, and 30 years old, young, ready, everybody's dying to be, itching to be a head coach. Good situation, good people. They're calling you, begging you to come.
Yeah.
You getting your ego stroked. You getting petted. Get a little pride there. So yeah, I'll go. And it wasn't bad. It was good. It was good football. The football portion of it was good, but you know they ended up winning multiple state championships down the line when they dropped down to 1A, and they had really good administrative support, really, really good. But they were just one step away when they were in 2A.
Okay.
When I was there, and I told my wife when we got ready to leave, because she said she wasn't going to stay there no more. I told her, I said, we get ready to leave now. I said, now, we're walking away. So they'll build a statue for me here, because when they're going to drop to 1A in 2 years, I said, they're going to win multiple state championships. So every time we played the state championship and they played it, I just looked at her and said, trying to tell you, but, it was coming. But, they had kind of, they had flipped the corner, but this was back in the class. Now we're 7As. We're 7A. This is back when it was just 5As.
Just 5.
And we were in 2A, and we had to play Rosedale and got beat by Rosedale in the third round, by Calhoun City in the third round. And Calhoun City is Calhoun City.
Yeah.
And Calhoun City was just always going to be.
Yeah, they were stout back then.
It was going to be one step ahead.
Yeah.
Rosedale had Kalo Moore and some of these guys. This West Bolivar living over there. A couple of places refer to what we refer to them over here. They refer to them as whatever town they're in.
Gotcha.
So I still stick to anytime anybody says West Bolivar, I refer to them as Rosedale. But,
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
anyway.
I got you. So in Simmons, you was the guy there, the head man. Y'all went 8-5. Made it to the playoffs.
Made the third round.
Made it to the third round.
Got further than they'd been in 10 years. And,
Okay.
they had some, 6 years. And they had some, they'd had some lean years. They were first and second round exits. Got to the third round. Got beat 19-7 in the third round game by Calhoun City.
Gotcha.
And, I was upset coming in at halftime. It's 7-0. I'm upset we're not getting a lot going on offense. I'm coming in and talking to them, and everybody's excited. And I'm like, what's wrong with these guys? And one of the assistant coaches that was on staff from year 4 said, Coach, we played these guys last year, and it was 35-0.
Oh, man.
So they
it was an improvement.
Yeah. And their coach actually come into our locker room after the game to bring me the key for the visit dressing room. He put he grabbed me and shook my hand. Guy had a lot of respect for paralysis. He said, you need to, if somebody calls you, you need to take another job. He said, you've done a really good job with this group. I said,
Wow.
I don't think I have. We failed. There is no other goal but a state championship.
Yeah.
Now you say, well, coach is all about winning. Well, I'm not all about winning, but they're going to cut the scoreboard on you. Better go try to win.
Come on.
And they're going to give out a trophy to somebody at the end of the year.
Right.
I want the opportunity to play for it.
That's right.
We can't win them all. We've seen that.
Yeah.
But we can get there.
That's it.
The journey and the prize and the hardest thing to do is to get to that game.
That's right.
I tell people that all the time. They have no idea how hard it is to get to that game.
There.
And I hate that we got beat last year, but we just ran out of gas. And that game is a one-game season. You play bad. Did you fail? No.
Yeah.
But we got there. We give ourselves an opportunity.
Yeah.
We've given you're not going to win them all, but we have to give ourselves the opportunity to get there. The only way to get there is you got to win them. And so I was disappointed we didn't get an opportunity to play for it.
I got you.
That led to So anyway,
I got you. So you said the coach told you if an opportunity come to take it, and I guess an opportunity came because you only did 1 year at Simmons, and then you went to Eastside High School.
Eastside. It was at Cleveland Eastside. They're now combined. It was Cleveland High and Cleveland Eastside at the time, and now they're combined. They made Cleveland Central.
Gotcha.
The team we beat in the 2024 North Half Championship game over there, 14-7.
Yes, sir.
And Coach, 2024, Coach Morgan's first year here. And anyway, everybody thinks, oh, he's a job hopper. He left after 1 year. There's very little facts. The principal that hired me at Simmons, guess who got named the principal in the middle of the year at Cleveland Eastside?
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he left and went to Eastside.
Okay. And brought you.
Yeah. So what was I? And asked me to go. So what was I supposed to do? Better time, better opportunities where Delta State is. It was a no-brainer to me. I had to go.
Yeah.
Wife said we needed to go. Mama said, hey,
happy wife, happy life.
Nothing. I love the people of Hollandale. Love Hollandale. Love Simmons. Loved it. Think that I root for them every day. I think they're fun, but it was just one of the things where I had to do it. So anyway,
you had major success there too.
Well, we had major success till we played North Half. We ran into Charleston, coached by Tony Vance. They beat us like we stole something.
Oh, man.
But I knew that was going to happen when I cut the film on. I was right. My daddy was still alive. We would swap the film, and I put it in the computer and was watching it. And I said, "Oh my gosh." And my dad was like, "What's wrong, son?" I said, "We're going to get our eyes beat in." They had played Grenada in the regular season, and I had gotten with Coach Kewen and gotten their tape and went and got it from Coach Kewen and stuff and everything else. Coach Kewen used to coach here and
yes,
stuff.
Sir.
We have a relationship.
Okay.
And Grenada, they beat Grenada 14-7. And we wouldn't even come close to beating Grenada.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, we're not. I knew it was hard. It was hard, but I tried to do the best we could. But it was another one of those situations where I said, man, till they get some improvements around here, they're not going to be as good as West Point is. I'm used to what the admin is here, the perfect alignment, and they lacked a little bit of alignment.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
another great set of people, though. Great place to live. Loved it too. Great church over there.
Right. And so you went 8-5 at Simmons. You went 14-1, made it to the North half, and lost there. With Cleveland East Side. But like you just said, I guess something just wasn't right. Now I read in an interview that you did here recently where you stated, and I'm going to quote this, you said, "There's no greater place in the world to coach than in West Point."
Oh, man, that's because it starts with the players.
Yeah.
These players are super tough and super loyal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a testament for me to be able to have the opportunity to sit in this seat. Because there's 1,000 people that would have loved to have been sitting in this seat, sitting in this podcast, acting like they knew what to do to win one of these gold balls.
Yeah.
When all that was wanted was the players just wanted somebody that loved them and cared for them and was going to teach them the same ways they've been getting taught for the previous 10 years.
That's good.
In the previous years, and the ways that have been bestowed that their parents knew.
Yeah.
People like you know, that people like that have. I'm now rolling in now to where if a child's late to workouts or something, I've probably taught or coached that child, or they're a little late. So guess who I can call when I'm calling looking for them. I don't have to call a player. Guess who I can call? I can call mama or daddy, but hey, it's Coach Burton. Oh, I'm so sorry. They're apologizing to me because they've already come through me.
Yeah.
Now, that's a legit deal.
Yes, sir.
Like, Jordan Rush this year rolled through, his daddy. We're familiar with each other. Everybody, you got player-son team. I have player and sons now,
Yes, sir. That's right.
Maurice Hurd, you got guys that are different, Maurice's son is going to be a senior for us this year already.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you got different, that's crazy. I know.
It is.
Chris played for us, you got people that you're familiar with. And so I could call a parent now, and be like, hey, oh, I'm so sorry, coach. But our players, and that's why it's so great.
Yeah.
And then by all the administration that I've talked about, the community, our fans are the best fans in the world.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm going to need some grace. I hope a lot of them listen to this. We're going to need some grace early on, but I promise you.
Yes, sir.
I promise you, we're going to give all we got. By the end of the year, it's going to be okay.
Yeah. And I imagine, what I'm saying, that you know what you're doing as a head coach. If you was able to go to Simmons and help turn that program around.
Yeah, they were all. I mean, they were the year before they like 7-6. But it's just sustaining success and building a mindset that we need to run the ball and things like that.
I got you. So you came back as an assistant. You said there's no place like West Point. You came back as an assistant, and you've been here since 2013. This go around. Let me ask you this. What was it that kept you motivated to help push somebody else's vision and somebody else's destiny when you could have had your own as a head coach, but you chose to come back and work as an assistant?
Never any thought of leaving to be a head coach again. Zero thought of that. Multiple got several offers, but always told them no. People was like, he's crazy. People have found out later, how does he turn it? No. Because I'm telling you, there's no place like this place.
Yeah.
Our family, our coaches all have the same vision. They check their egos and agendas at the door.
That's good.
They feel the pressure. Our players feel the pressure. And I'm telling you, you never have to beg people to work around here. Never have to look for them. Never have to beg people to work. Yeah. And that's a big thing, It's just being around your brothers, being around this place, being around the Chris Chamblises, the Grishams, the Welches, the Morgans, the Herons, the Frees, all these different people I can go down to, people, there's been multiple rows of coaches, all the assistant coaches that have come through. Right. I mean, these are all my family, the Coach Brands, Coach Hardy's, Coach Williams. There's been thousands upon thousands of coaches that's just come through here and come through. Yes, sir.
So, during that time, since 2013, when you came back, let's just go to that point. When you came back, did you ever imagine that one day you would be the guy sitting in this seat.
If it happened, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't. Main reason why I wanted to sit in this seat was because I wanted to preserve and take care of the people that wanted to stay. I wanted to take care of the kids. I wanted to make sure the kids were took care of the way that they need to be took care of, in the way that Chris Chandler set the example to be to take care of them.
That's good.
You know, in the way that Brett carried that on. You know, he would lean on me a lot to make sure that we were doing the things that we needed to do to keep this up, because he thought a lot of it too. But we all did.
Right.
You know, so
yeah. All right, so let's go into the dynasty, man. So, y'all put together a consecutive amount of years that's practically unheard of. 10 straight championship game appearances by the West Point Greenway. You know, for people to truly appreciate how major that is, can you tell us how difficult it is to accomplish one of these trophies that we're looking at right now?
Like I just mentioned earlier, and I think I may have got ahead because I wasn't even paying. You know, the journey in it is getting to that game. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do. 10 straight years in a row. You have to win 3 playoff games before you get to that game.
Yeah.
So that's 30 times in a row that our program has had its back to the wall. Everybody's trying to swing to knock you out, and we've been able to fight our way out of the corner.
Yeah.
We have full intention of doing 31, 32, and 33 this year. Now, I don't know what it's going to look like when we get in the playoffs. Difficult opening schedule, Golden Triangle schedule, young team. We've got to replace a lot of guys on defense. But the stress that I got is through the roof about it. But the kids make me feel better every day. We're going to do the best we can.
Yeah.
Now, when we start the playoffs, it could be 7-3, could be 10-0, could be 5-5, could be 6-4. But they're gonna let us play in that game if we're 9-4. I promise you that.
Yeah.
They're gonna. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
they're gonna let us do those things. We're gonna work our tail off to the end to try to make sure we peak in that last game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, but the dynasty you asked about.
Listen up, Green Wave fans. This is your chance to score a free "Ain't No Coach Like the One I Got" t-shirt featuring the coach of your choice. That's right, Coach Howard, the new boys basketball coach, Coach Burton, the new football coach, and Coach Tez, the girls basketball coach. The choice is yours. Here's how to enter. First, head over to the Worth the Listen YouTube channel. Second, subscribe. Then, look to see what subscriber number you are. Whether you're subscriber number 117, 364, or 592. Comment that subscriber number in the comments of this video. That's it. You're officially entered to win. One lucky winner will receive the coach and shirt color of their choice, absolutely free. So don't wait. Hit that subscribe button, drop your subscriber number in the comments, and you could be rocking your favorite coach's shirt before the next big game. Subscribe, comment, win. This giveaway is brought to you by Worth the Listen, Otherworldly Films LLC, and Leah's Custom Closet.
It's unheard of. It'll never be replicated.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, the bottom line, it's never going to be right.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Yeah, I can't see it either. And then y'all won 4 straight. 2016, 2017, 18, and 19. 4 straight championships. Talk about those years. Talk about what those years meant. And, as you look back on those years, what was different about those years to put y'all over the hump, not just one time or 2 times, but 4 straight times?
16, the kids were really hungry, and they could feel that we were fixing to get back started. They wanted to be that first team to kick it off. 17 was really easy. They're the GOAT. So the best team in Mississippi history, potentially, by the way. It's Marcus Murphy and all that bunch. They were out. And Jason Brown, we were.
Yeah.
We'll go play. We could put those top 40 players on a plane, flew across the country, and said, "Who wants some? Come get some."
Come on.
I'm dead serious about that. 18, we're not supposed to be any good. Those kids were mad. Those kids took it personal. Very similar to the set that we got right now.
Yeah.
19, they just felt it. We felt like nobody could beat us. Then we started to get started to feel good about it.
Yeah.
Everybody was picking Picayune. Everybody said Picayune was a super team. Everybody said, "Hold on, we done. Well, this is ours. This is our stuff. This is our game."
Right.
Very so. It was very peak Alabama dynasty where Saban would say, we'll see Kirby smiling at the end. This is our game. What does Kirby know?
Right.
In Georgia when they were trying to threaten. So then, so we had some, there you go. But that's kind of, that's kind of the gist of that,
Gotcha.
So.
I got you. And so, what does that do for the team? I heard you saying that by the time 19 came, we felt unstoppable. We felt, like nobody could beat us, nobody could do anything. So then those next few years came, 2020, 21, 22.
All three of those teams were overachievers.
Mm-hmm.
You go back and look at the games they won in the North half. Those back against the wall games.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Overtime.
Mm-hmm.
One of them may or may not have been down versus the show, but I don't know. There was some controversy on Facebook on that. The ref didn't calm down. That's all you can go with.
Yeah.
And in 22, that bunch also, they had some people that we just played hard.
Mm-hmm. Now you mentioned my son Chris. He was on those teams. 2020 through 22. So he didn't get the rings those years.
Yeah, but he got an opportunity to go play to the end, and those teams, every one of those teams were overachievers.
Yes,
Very
sir.
similar to our 2024 team that was overachieving team.
Mm-hmm.
2023, those teams were kind of, same concept. We had some question marks, and but we just played hard, and the kids believed, man.
Right.
And they but also Chris and them ran into Dante Dowdell and some of those people too.
Yeah.
There were some superior, some really good teams.
Yes, sir.
So,
all right. So,
back to your point, I had the coach from Picayune, the head coach at Picayune.
mm-hmm.
I texted him after we played in 2022 and just told him how well they played, and how it was a great play call. We had them pegged, they had a great play call on third down and stuff, and he just texted back after the game. He said, "Coach," he said, I still cannot believe that's 7 straight times. and then now after each time, each year when we've made it, he's like, "That's 8 straight times." He'll text me every Friday night after North Half, like, "This is unbelievable."
Right.
And he said, "I tell people all the time," he said, you just don't have any idea.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "It's unbelievable. Backs to the wall." But it goes back to the crux of our program, and that's running the ball, protecting the football,
Mm-hmm.
and protecting the football.
Yeah.
Preparing yourself for a game in November where it's going to be hostile and wet and cold and nasty, and you have to be as tough and as hard as possible.
Yeah.
And tough people win.
That's right.
And tough people dominate soft people even in life, not just on the football field.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of our mottos that we live by. We try to make them as tough as we humanly possibly can and make things as adverse for them, so when adversity hits, we keep our chest up and our head up and we keep fighting.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to ask this question. Do you think that after, and I'm talking about, fan perspective, all of this, do you think that after winning so many championships that it can become expected and less appreciated?
Oh, 100%. It's expected by me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to appreciate, that's what I get. I'm going to reiterate it over and over again.
Yeah.
The journey getting to the game. We saw that. This year, it really slapped me in the face on that.
Mm.
We were really good.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed our team. Really good. We didn't play good in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt awful. And the kids felt awful. I mean,
Yeah.
you're sitting in the locker room after the game. Everybody's dejected. They bring you these silver medals. And nobody wants some silver medals. And the MHSA people bring them to me, and I'm like, just set them down. I'm sitting in a chair like this, getting dressed. I like set them down beside me, set them in my bag. They bring you this trophy.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do we do with this runner-up trophy? I'm like, just set it down right
Mm-hmm.
there. And, so I'm sitting there, and we get everybody, nobody's talking. You're in their locker room, you're dressing, and we had to go figure out where to get the buses and stuff, and everybody's like, fine. I said, all right, it's time to go. Let's get up and go. Everybody gets up and walks out. and it hit me that night when I got home after the game because, you know, the trophy and the medal and the bag of the medals, because it was so much of them, I give them to my wife. I said, just take these home. I said, I can't take these on the bus. And she was like, I had a sack of medals and a trophy. And she's like, I'm like, just take them home. She said, what are we doing? She says, put them on the kitchen table. You know, and you get home and that's sitting there instead of that.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that rides the bus home with you.
That's right.
I had my hands full, my bag over my shoulder, and she's waiting by the bus for me. I said, you know, Coach Moore but the next day he gets up here, he's like, Dirty, where's the medals and trophies? I said, that's at my house, man. He goes, good, that's where it is. I said, well, I give it to Sarah, give it to my wife. I said, give it to Sarah when I was getting on the bus, because I didn't want to get on the bus for that with the boys, because they were disappointed. Yeah. They were really disappointed. I was disappointed. They were disappointed. We felt like we had let the town down. But you got to remember, they're still champions.
Right, undefeated season.
Yeah, they're still champions. They're still champions. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
You know, we accomplished a lot of things.
Beat Starville, beat an undefeated Tupelo. You know, at the time, and so
got Mr. 5A football, Jordan Rush. You know, had a lot of accomplishments.
Right.
You know, and just fell short in the game. And just fell short
in the one. Yeah, I understand. You know, you got to be tough, but losing teaches you something.
Oh right? Yeah, it teaches you to respect the process.
Yeah,
and to respect the process of what you need to do, and make notes of, well, I'm not going to do that next time we get to this game. I'm not going to do that this time.
Gotcha. You know, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. So you've been here for 8 state championships.
That's right.
That we won.
That's right.
8 that we won. 2009, 2010, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 23, and 24.
That's right.
All right. I want you to go back in your memory bank and tell me which one of those championships was the hardest to win.
24.
24?
Yeah.
The most recent?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Then we shouldn't have won that one.
Gotcha.
We should have won it last year, according to the paper. But that's why the paper don't lie. The ball don't lie.
Yeah. That was Gaucher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gaucher, you know, it's not just Gaucher. It's just we escaped against Holmes County out here in the second round. We went and played Cleveland Central in the north half. That was a generational team.
Yeah.
You know, teams that were probably better than us on paper. But we just,
I got you.
We had a group of men and a group of players that refused to lose. One of our other tenements of our program. They refused to lose. They refused to think that they weren't good enough to not play for it and win a state championship.
Gotcha. Yes, sir. Let's shift gears for a second. Chris Chambliss.
All right. That's my guy right there.
Yes, sir. What made Coach Chambliss such a special coach? What was different about him?
One of the things that he taught me the most was a servant mindset. And I've taught it to the players. He taught it to our players. Coach Morgan carried it on. All of our coaches, you know. We take care of each other. There's no jobs too small. We sweep the floors. We take care of things. We throw our trash away. We're a pro. Yeah. He's a consummate pro. Calm. Been there, done that. He teaches you. The sun's going to come up the next day. He is probably my best friend in the world. I love him to death. He's a mentor, and he's just taught me so many things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very, very special guy. Very humble guy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. The servant mindset, the humble, humility.
Yes, sir.
You know, my wife tells me I'm too cocky. Well, she thinks I come across as cocky sometimes, and I'm trying to not, but it's just some people's got different personality traits. You know, I'm really not. I'm really scared to death.
Yes, sir.
It's really, you know, I'm really, because behind a scared coach, you're gonna find a good coach.
Yeah.
Not scared. We're not talking about like scared, like coward up scared. We're talking about like scared we're gonna fail.
Right.
The winning, the failure scares us as much as the enjoyment of winning.
Absolutely.
We take the losses harder than we enjoy the wins.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, you know, you can do this. You can just look in the mirror and say, "Where did we mess up?"
Yeah.
You know, and that's all you can do. Because I'm telling you, it hurts
Mm.
to lose. And Chris taught us a lot. He's taught me a lot about humility. He's taught me a lot about, you know, just grace,
Yeah.
handling yourself. You know, being a pro. Man, I'm telling you, the servant mindset. There's no job too small. The willingness to do the work and not leave no stone unturned.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable. But that's the way he is as a friend, though, too.
Gotcha.
It's the way he is as a person.
Yes, sir.
He's going to reach out to you.
Mm-hmm.
He'll talk to you. I try to talk to him every day, and I don't do a good job of it, you know, but I've talked to him today,
Mm-hmm.
saw him in person yesterday, ate lunch with him, saw him in person yesterday, talked to him today,
Yeah.
you know, called him about the field, and I had a question about the field, make sure I was doing something right. 'Cause that field was his baby, and I want to make
Oh,
sure.
yes, it was.
I want to
Yes,
make sure
sir.
I was doing something right on it. He said, "Yep, you got it right." You know, so I'm just trying. So anyway, but
He wouldn't let nobody touch that field, would he?
he let me work with him.
Oh, okay.
You know, but he would chastise me if I messed up. He would tell me how to do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So anyway,
I got you. So how do you continue to honor his legacy while still trying to become head coach Roger Burton?
oh, that's easy. We just talk about the same things he talked about.
Yeah.
I tell the kids I love them and I'm proud of them and I mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Provide opportunities for them to talk to me.
Yeah.
Provide. They need to hear that.
Yes, sir.
That I love them and I'm proud of them. To go home, make good decisions. If I cut you loose on Friday, I want to see every one of you on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Something that he always would say something to, and I brought that back.
Yeah.
Tough people win was one of our mottos. That's something I preach to the kid. Every day I go over 4 standards with our players.
Mm-hmm.
Tough people win, refuse to lose, be a pro, and I added the servant mindset to honor him
Yes, sir.
to our kids.
Gotcha.
And I explained to them what we're going to do today that's going to hit that standard.
Mm-hmm.
Tough people win at practice today. We're going to do this. Or refuse to lose on this rep here. We're going to be a pro when we transition today by running to and from transition, not walking on the field. And we're going to serve by taking care of each other at practice or something, you know, doing
Right.
those kind of things. So kind of added some things, took that to it. So.
Yes, sir. And
also that serving mindset comes biblical at the same time.
It is.
To get off. It's a biblical mindset. Our program, you know, I had this conversation with Chris before and Coach Morgan both.
Mm-hmm.
The way that if you come in and watched our structure, it's very biblical based as far as the structure and the humility, you know.
Yes, sir.
You know, Christ washed the disciples' feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go in there and wash the floor. I'll clean the bathroom.
Right.
We'll clean the bathroom. Every kid needs to be like that. We want our facility to be presentable when you come through
Yes,
here. It's
sir.
not a mess. You know, all these different things. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
we want to take care of our stuff.
Oh, yeah. Look way better than the field house I was in when I was coming up.
Yeah.
What year y'all built this one?
2016.
16. Gotcha. Okay.
It's an older building now as it goes
Mm-hmm.
along, but it's starting to show its age a little bit. But, you know, just the appearance when you come in and clean floors
Yes,
and
sir.
stuff like
That's
that.
right. That's right. Hey, I love it, man. It's beautiful. So I want to talk to and try to get your feeling on where we are now. So we recently had the transition of Coach Brett Morgan. Walk us through the day that you learned that Coach Morgan was leaving for Starkville, and what was your first reaction when you heard it?
Well, you know, I knew it was obviously going to be a possibility when the job came open,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a little bit of nervousness there, unknown. Hopefully, maybe this will be your time, maybe or whatever. But I was happy for my brother. Love my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Love Coach Morgan. Show no ill will or animosity towards him. That's my guy.
Yes, sir.
I always support him, take care of him. He means the world to me. He means a lot to me. Coach Cham, all these guys. Any coach that's ever coached here, I will give him the shirt off my back. Because we take care of each other, man. We're all family still.
Yes, sir.
Even when we change schools. So, I just
I got you.
was proud for him. It was good for him, move for him and his family. He prayed about it, which is obviously important. And that's great. And faithful man. So I'm proud for him.
Yes, sir.
On that.
What would you say to any of the fans that may feel, ill because of the move? Because not just because he moved and left schools, but because it's Starkville. With Starkville being the big rival of West Point.
Unfortunately, you can't can't help that. I mean, it is a big rivalry. It's going to be a big rivalry. But the important thing is when that game's over, it'll kind of be
right.
Okay, Coach Morgan's the head coach at Starkville. Coach Burton's really the head coach at West Point.
Yeah.
The game's over with now.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
that's
that anticipation leading up to
so
it.
So that's kind of going to be You know exactly what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes, sir.
I got to tell the kids after the game, regardless of the result. Okay, that's over.
Yeah.
That's over. The hoopla and the hype around this is done. That's over.
Sir.
He's the head coach at Starkville. I'm the head coach at West Point. That's good. It's the way it's going to be moving forward. Everybody got that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And the good thing about it is you get Starkville early.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So not long after that, you got the call, to actually be the guy, the head coach of the West Point Green Wave. Walk us through that. What was that like when that conversation was over with?
It's just a blessing from God, man. It's just an honor. And the glory goes to him and the opportunity to be able to do this. Honor and glory goes to his community, administration, all those different things, man. It was just, it's up to me now. All failures are my fault, and all successes are everybody else's, baby.
Yeah.
And that's how it's going to be, and it's going to be fine.
Yes, sir.
So, I'll take all the blame. If we can't, it's kind of like we had some story. We had a center. We moved the kid to center. We're working center snaps, and we're struggling in the spring with shotgun snaps and everything else. And I get them over the side, and I just start working.
Yeah.
And the coach, they were like, man, our coach was like, man, we don't want you to do it. I said, no, man, you don't understand. We don't get a snap. It's not your fault. That's my fault.
Yeah.
If we can't make a tackle, that ain't your fault. That's my fault. But if we tackle well,
yeah, credit go to them.
good job, Coach Aaron. If we don't tackle good, guess whose fault it is? It's mine.
Yeah.
If we don't kick good, it's mine. If we don't do these things good, it's mine. So the problems, so that's it. So I had to write a list of things. We got a lot to work on, But we played hard though. In the spring game, it was very,
Yep.
promising to say the least. So anyway.
Yes, sir. I got you. So, we for the past several years that I can remember, we've gone through our toughest schedule early on.
Man, it's rough, man. That's a rough game now. That's a rough game to me.
Yes, sir. We got teams like Louisville, Starkville, Noxubee County, Tupelo recently. And then this year, we've added a surprise game that, hadn't been anything usual that we've done, but we're going out of state, right? Going to Ruston High School.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's in Louisiana.
That's right.
All right. So I did a little study on Ruston now. They got 9 state titles, right? They've been to 4 back-to-back.
They've been to 4 in a row.
Yeah, and they won one of those 4, right?
That's right.
And so we're going to play some tough competition is what I'm saying. So we got Noxubee, Starkville, Louisville, Tupelo, Ruston, and all of these games are not even district games. So walk us through why are those games so important?
Well, first thing is I'll give anybody in town and state the phone and say, go ahead and call anybody you want to try to get to play. Nobody wants to play.
I got you.
Nobody. We better be thankful for the Louisville, the Starvilles, and the Noxubees willing to play, or we would have more Tupelos and Rustons on there than not.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
0 takers in the state of Mississippi.
Wow.
For their September 18th open date. and the October 2nd open date that turned into the Ruston game. We were scheduled to play Callaway. Callaway ran into some tough times with their program. In the spring, they were potentially talking about dropping football. They wanted to drop the game and maybe just play a region schedule only. And I allowed them to go ahead and get out. I just did not make it public for 2 months because, number one, I've learned this as a head coach. Don't create a problem when there's not a problem. Because if I'd announced we had an open date and Callaway was dropping us, that would have been a day's worth of phone calls. And then when I'd announced we were playing Ruston, there's another day's worth of phone calls.
Yeah.
So I convinced our administration to just kind of
just make it one day of phone calls. Huh?
let's just see if I can find somebody. Man, I struck out up until about the middle of June.
Yeah.
Early June, and I found Ruston. All I did was had AI create a 250-mile square circle around West Point.
Right.
And used AI to which schools have open dates and got 17 schools out of our state. The 17th school I called, because they were the best school,
Wow.
Ruston, and their coach said yes. That's
Wow.
a true story.
The 17th school you called.
Well, we'd had 2 open dates, so there you go. I hope everybody's watching. Hope you're all watching. We were fixing to have 2 open dates, y'all. We got really close to going to Cahokia, Illinois. Nobody knows that. That's that was about 4 hours. Also, that's also about 4 hours away.
Right.
Outside of St. Louis, they had a good program, and I had them in a school from Nashville on the line, and both of their coaches said no. And then I got called by a headhunter from a national company, a potential like FS1 televised game. Odessa Perryman, Friday Night Lights, needed a game for September 18th. I said, well, tell him I'll play. I said, oh, God, I got to travel to Texas. I said, everybody's fixing to kill us. I said, everybody's going to kill me. The school's going to kill me. I said, I hadn't even asked him. I said, tell him I'll play, see what he said.
Right.
And they said no, too. And the coach, I said, they got a movie made out of you guys. How are you not wanting to play us? Y'all got a book and a movie, Friday Night Lights. And he goes, Coach, have you Googled you? Have you Googled y'all? I said, so I was on the phone, so I Googled us. I said, never mind, I wouldn't play us.
This is funny to me because I had no idea that y'all struggled to find teams
everybody
like that.
Everybody said no. 2 teams that beat us in 7-on-7 this summer. I ain't gonna name their names. They said no, wouldn't play us. They are open on October 2nd. Wouldn't play us. So they're not going to. So it was a no, will always be a no. But they beat me 7-on-7. Like, y'all beat me 7-on-7. Coach said, you know this ain't real. I said, you know, you put them guys in front of there, and you know, one of the kids from one of them schools was talking, boy, man, well, our kids, put some real pads on. And their coach said, man, you shut your mouth, told that kid, he told his kid to shut his mouth. He said, you put them pads on, they'll knock you, they said, they'll knock you out. Yeah, he told him to shut his mouth, man. He said, you know, you put them people in front of you with them pads on, it'd be a different story.
Right.
But they don't want to, our offense is not fun to prepare for.
Yeah. What makes West Point what it is? Like
This the toughness of the mindset.
Yeah, because we're always smaller, smaller frame than other teams.
It's kind of like Rocky fighting the Russian.
Mm-hmm.
He's a piece of iron.
Yeah.
Try to make our kids pieces of iron. You know, the ones that hold their shoulder and do all this, they probably find their way out. I holler at them all the time, get up. I've been hollering at them for 10 years around here. Get up. Don't lay on the ground.
Right.
Yeah, you may be hurting. Get up. Don't lay on the ground. If you're really hurt, you won't be able to get up. But if you can get up, you can probably play.
Yeah.
Barring a head or a heart or a chest injury or something. But if you can get up, move your shoulder around a little bit, you'll be all right.
You all right.
Yeah, you're going to be all right. We'll get you looked at, okay? Oh, you limping a little bit. How can you run?
Right.
Can you go? If you can, tough people win.
Yeah.
They're going to dominate soft people in life.
Right. One of the things that we always have seen, or a couple of viral clips that we've seen, is right after we win a championship.
Oh, that's just...
right back in the weight room.
Listen up, Green Wave fans. This is your chance to score a free Ain't No Coach Like the One I Got t-shirt featuring the coach of your choice. That's right, Coach Howard, the new boys basketball coach, Coach Burton, the new football coach, and Coach Tez, the girls basketball coach. The choice is yours. Here's how to enter. First, head over to the Worth the Listen YouTube channel. Second, subscribe. Then, look to see what subscriber number you are. Whether you're subscriber number 117, 364, or 592. Comment that subscriber number in the comments of this video. That's it. You're officially entered to win. One lucky winner will receive the coach and shirt color of their choice, absolutely free. So don't wait. Hit that subscribe button. Drop your subscriber number in the comments, and you could be rocking your favorite coach's shirt before the next big game. Subscribe, comment, win. This giveaway is brought to you by Worth the Listen, Otherworldly Films LLC, and Leah's Custom Closet.
Yeah, man, we're going to get back to work because that's what we win. That's how we win. We're going to go right back to work, baby.
Yes, sir.
No matter. We're going to go. You got to lift weights. What we're going to do, just sit around here and do nothing? That's another thing I can't get past. What we're going to do, let's sit down and just take a break. Well, there's still 100 of them in here looking at you. You got to do something with them.
Yes, sir.
You need to work them. It's your job as a coach. That's a journey. That's a portion of the practice. Friday, December 3rd, or what day is it? Saturday, December 6th is the state championship this year, is no different than Friday, December 10th.
Yeah.
In my opinion. That's when you get to be a really good coach. You realize, I'm done. I can take a chill pill.
Right.
Now, you take a chill pill when school's out. It's Christmas Day.
Exactly.
You take a chill pill when school's out and it's spring break. All right?
Yeah.
You take a chill pill on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's a work day, you and them kids are with you, you better be working their tail off and getting them better because that's what they expect from you.
That's right.
There's no doubt. We haven't rolled a football. Red will tell you this. We ain't never rolled no football out there and said, we're going to go play football today. No, sir. We're going to go out. We're going to lift weights and run every day. Every day. If you're here with me as a kid, you're going to go to work. As a player, you're going to go to work because I'm going to pour into you.
Yes, sir.
So you can be as good as you can get, as you can be.
Hey, that helps to explain 10 straight, you know.
Maybe it's because we're all psychotic as coaches. I don't know. Yeah.
You might be on to something right there because my next question is the kind of pressure that you as the head coach or Cham as the head coach or Brett as the head coach had to be under, after producing so much success for so long, the amount of pressure, like I said earlier, the fans begin to expect, championship game, at least championship game. Like, if we win it, we win it. If we don't, we don't. But we got there, and that's become the expectation. And so, what about that pressure? Talk to us about that pressure.
Yeah, you feel it, but you do the best you can. Well, I don't know. I'll tell you at the end of the year. How about that? I'll tell you in December. Come back again. We'll do this. We can schedule this later.
Yes,
how about
sir.
that?
We'll do it again.
Nah, realistically, though, you feel it, but you also go to bed at night knowing, man, I did the best I could.
Yeah.
I've always slept good, even, for 15 years because I did the best I could. But you can't get caught up. You got to compartmentalize things. How about this?
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys, 30-year-old me would have been, been happy. Podcast, get to get interviewed tonight. This is why I wanted to do this.
Right.
This was just another part of the day today.
Yes, sir. Yes,
as
sir.
you mature.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense to you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Spoke today for Officer Lee at the Police Academy graduation.
Yes, sir.
Different things like that. Got to go speak at the Pee Wee. Those are the things that if you let that get to you, your ego will get too big. You'll lose sight of the whole purpose. Yeah. Is what happens in between them lines on Friday nights, and what happens when these kids leave from you.
Yeah.
It's not about me. It's about we. It's not about me. It's about them.
Right.
It's about us. It's about all of us.
Yes, sir.
And that includes all of us that's been here and left and everything else. It's my job to continue that.
That's it. Man, we winding it down. I want to ask you this. As a leader of young boys that's growing up to become young men, how do you hope to leave a lasting impact on their lives?
Man, I just hope that they listen to me. I hope that they take something from me, and they take that they knew that I loved them and I cared for them, and I tried to push them in the right direction to be a good man.
Yeah.
It wasn't about winning and losing. Winning and losing comes because we work our tail off and we get after it.
Right.
Winning and losing the winning comes because we operate to a higher standard, and the adults in this program operate to a higher standard, and the kids see that, so they mimic.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
so I want them to take the lessons learned from this program and apply them to their life,
Mm-hmm.
and be a tough person
Right.
in life. When stuff gets hard in life, because the other side of hard is where you find your success.
Yes, sir.
The other side of difficulty is where you're grown.
Mm.
Growing, yes, they're called growing pains for a reason.
That's right.
So, let them learn something. Let
Mm-hmm.
them have a little experience, a little pain.
Yeah.
And then when they come through it, and they become good men, they're doing a good job. Go pat them on the back. Hey, man, good job.
Yeah.
Good. You're gonna be okay in life.
Yes, sir.
But you got to do that. If they're screwing up, you got to tell, hey man, you're screwing up.
Mm-hmm.
You're not making a good choice. Talk to them about choices of what they put on social media. No guns, no drugs, no
Yeah.
lines of cash
Yeah.
down my arms.
Talk to them, man. Yes, sir.
It's okay to take some pictures. It's okay to buy a good car, but don't plant a target on your back.
That's right. That's right.
We try to tell them that all the time. Don't. It's just little things.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Now, what would you say to college recruiters, who, we want to get these young men to college and we want to get them to the next level, playing at the next level, being great. What would you say to these college recruiters who look at West Point and look at what we do and they say, well, they just one-dimensional or they're system players, and they won't fit into what we do at the collegiate level?
I would say that those people are probably lazy. Because to come in and do your due diligence, we've had really good players come through here.
Right.
And we're not one-dimensional. They're going to find you. They're going to find KDs and Marcuses and those kids that played the next level. The Scott Lashleys, the Jason Brownlees. We know
Right.
if you can play, you can get your butt out of here. And our biggest problem, once they get our kids on campus, I can't tell you the amount of coaches that say, man, y'all's kids, we ain't got to teach them how to work. We ain't got to teach them, man. They know how to work.
Yeah.
I actually have kids come back and tell me that we're harder than what they are in college. And they said, what we do is harder than they'll come and say, oh, coach, it's easy in college.
I got you.
And I'm like, what you mean? Like, what we did here was way harder. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, man.
I hate that they're pigeonholed. I hate that our kids are pigeonholed like that, because that's not the case. Because, we've had good quarterbacks that can run the ball. We're going to use their success. The kid we're going to have play quarterback this year runs a 4.3. Why would I not run the ball with him?
Yeah.
He's a walking touchdown if he gets loose. He gets past everybody. Nobody's going to catch him. So it's up to me to make sure he carries the ball 10 to 15 times. Now, he can throw the ball some, but we still got to have people to throw it to. You got to protect it.
Right.
You got to put the pass protection in. Those are things we don't do well.
Yeah.
So you got to do what's best for your personnel and best for your team and best what you have to do.
Gotcha.
And then the colleges are going to find the kid's got offers as a quarterback. He's a quarterback. He can do things, and he'll do better. But that would hurt everybody else.
Right.
That would hurt other people. And we're not in the business. He's not in the business of doing that. Our kids aren't in the business. Our kids are extremely happy with what we do. Trust me. I see it in their eyes. We got great backs, got great linemen, we got good young defense coming up, and we're going to be phenomenal in what we do because we're going to give our best effort because I trust them. And if they're not, I'm going to let them know they're not giving their best effort. I'm going to just, like I said earlier in this, program, the truth is easy, the lies are complex.
Yes, sir.
It's very easy. We're going to do the best we can every time we go out there. And if we're not, I'm going to tell them we're not doing the best we can. We got to do better. So there you go.
Yes, sir.
So,
I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to the Green Wave fans. This could be your camera here. I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to them and just let them know what they can be excited about for this season coming up and what they can look forward to and expect under the Roger Burton era of head coach.
Well, Green Wave Nation, I'm proud to be the leader of this phenomenal program. It's our program. It's all about the players. players are going to do a good job. The players have been a blessing so far. They've worked extremely hard. They're doing a great job. They want to win. They want to be proud for you. They're going to do the best that they can. The coaching staff's going to do the best that they can. I promise you we'll do the best that we can to put the best product we can on the field on Friday nights. And that's all I can say. And, give us some grace early on. Got an extremely tough schedule. But as it gets down the road, I'm going to emphasize winning the last game. If you win the last game, you've won the state championship.
That's right.
So let's go do that. And that's what we're going to work towards, and that's what the goal for the year is going to be. Win the last one. Win one. So.
And I want you to talk again to the kids. So you may have some kids that's playing for you now, and you may have some kids that may be watching this that's coming up to play for you later. What message would you have for them, from the new head coach, Roger Burton?
Make good decisions. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Make sure you wake up every morning. Make a great choice every day to do the best that you can. Have a tough people win mindset and refuse to lose, and do the best that you can every day. And know that if you get around me and you get in our program, I'm going to love you and I'm going to take care of you, and I'm going to be super proud of you when you get through the end of it, and be proud to have been around you. And you'll be part of the Green Wave Nation.
Yes, sir. Well, there you have it, y'all. This has been another episode of Worth the Listen. We want to thank, again, Coach Roger Burton, the new head coach of West Point Green Wave football. Congratulations, Coach, on your appointment. We look forward to it. We're looking forward to great seasons to come. Listen, y'all remember to like, comment, and share the content. Follow our socials, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Y'all, again, this has been Worth the Listen. I'm your host, Alex Jackson, and we just went beyond what you heard. So until next time, keep listening.